Hi everyone, this is Dawn from Dawn of the DIY. Welcome to my channel. If you haven't watched any of my previous videos, please do. I'd appreciate it. And I'm more than welcome to answer any comments as they come in. I just felt like going and doing a quick update on some of the things going on because I know I haven't really been making videos, and it seems like when I mention that I plan on making one, I never do. But there's been just a lot going on, and I figured I'd just make a quick video just talking about some of the things going on in my life right now that maybe there's someone that can relate. Basically, ever since my mom passed away almost 5 years ago, I've been off and on dealing with a lot of depression. I haven't been diagnosed or anything. I haven't really gone to a doctor in quite a while, and I know I should, and I do plan on doing that. It's just my life's just been such a crazy whirlwind, and it seems like every year there's something that happens. And so anyway, yeah, so basically ever since she's left, there's been just a lot of things going on emotionally, and at times financially, problems, different things coming up that have made things quite a struggle. And anyway, one of the newest things, I finally did do a yard sale. I'd been holding on a bunch of her things. There were a lot of totes when she came to move in with me before she passed away. We set up an area in my basement to store a lot of things, but I'd also set up one of the rooms in my house as her bedroom. We didn't know how long it was going to be that she was going to be here, and we had hoped she would get better, but unfortunately she didn't. So anyway, I was holding on to a lot of things. No one really had come to visit where I am. Most of my family's far away, or at least a bit of a travel to get to, but no one had come here to look through her things. So anyway, a lot of stuff has just sat and sat and sat. So I finally went through her stuff, which my sister and I at one point had sort of looked through her things when my mom first passed away. And so she had grabbed things that she wanted. I set aside things that I knew I would like. And I've already sort of gone through things myself to set things aside for my brothers, things that I think their family might appreciate that happen to belong to our mother. And so I'd already done those things before, and I felt like it was just time to sort of do a yard sale and try and clear out a bunch of that stuff. And so I did. I did do a yard sale. Unfortunately, we didn't do as well as I had hoped, but now that things are already sort of upstairs and ready to be moved away, I'm planning on just donating it all, and just to clear it out of my home. And that's one big step that I've been finally doing. So yeah, so that's one thing. And also getting a little bit more into my personal life. I have been a single mom pretty much ever since my son was born, or just a month or two after he was born, I became single mother. And so I've been raising him ever since that time. My son is now 25 years old. He's been in a relationship with someone for over a year now, and they're hoping within the next, who knows, could be 5 months, 6 months, sooner or a little later. At some point they're planning on moving out. They do have plans to leave the state where I'm living right now. And I've got to admit, it's been emotional roller coaster for me, just because through the years it's always been my son and I. And where I'm living right now, as I said, all my family are a bit of a ride away. I'm going to try not to get emotional. So yeah, it's been one of those things as a mother. You want your kids to be able to get to that point in their life where they're ready to move on. And like I said, I mean, he's 25 years old and he's been living with me, and he works hard. He has a full-time job with benefits, and he helps pay rent. And that's been great to help make help with the bills and everything like that. So yeah, as a mother, all you want is your kids to get to that point where they're ready to move on and start their life, do what they need to do to become adults that they want to be. And but it's been a bit of an emotional thing for me because I don't know how I'm going to handle things when he's gone. And I know he's been worried about that too, because as I said, ever since my mom passed away, it's been a bit of an emotional roller coaster for me, and dealing with moments of sadness. Not that it's all been sad. Obviously, you know, you have struggles in life and you just try to make the best of it. You have your good days, your bad days, times when you can still laugh and enjoy life. And I do that. And I know my mom would want that. But yeah, it's getting to that point of me sort of questioning if I'm going to stay living where I am right now. So right now I've been going through a lot of time thinking about what I'm going to do. So that's the second thing that's been going on. And the third thing, and this is another reason why I'm questioning if I'm going to continue living here, is that I talked to my dad, I guess it was about a month and a half ago that I had talked to my dad on the phone, and we've been talking each week now. And I can go into the whole story about my dad, but that's another video. But we haven't always been close. Not that it's been a bad relationship. We've never fought or had something happen to cause us to not be close. I've just always emotionally and at times physically even been closer to my mother, living closer to her a lot. And like I said, she lived with us before she passed away. So my relationship with my mom has been a different thing than my relationship with my father. And but anyway, it was about a month and a half ago or a month ago when we had talked, and he's been having some health issues going on, and most recently had biopsy done on his lung because they noticed spots on his lung. And we don't know the diagnosis yet or what the results, of the biopsy are. Biopsy is, we don't know yet, or I haven't heard yet. I'm probably going to give him a phone call tomorrow to know if he's heard anything, and I would expect has heard something by now. And chances are that might be a good thing, because when I talked to him earlier in the week, he hadn't heard anything yet. So we were thinking no news is good news, so hopefully that is good. But anyway, when I've been talking to him, he said, you got to start thinking about what are you going to do when my son moves out. His name's Andrew. So what am I going to do when Andrew moves out? I've got to think of those things. And I know my dad would love me to live closer to him, which would probably be good for both of us to have a little bit more time together and spending time together, maybe growing more of a bond with each other, especially for me. And yeah, and my dad, he lives up in Maine, and it's a beautiful area. He lives in the town that I actually lived in when I was starting elementary school. So, and it's funny because a lot of the people that I knew and are Facebook friends with, they're still in that area, and I know they would love to see me up there. So I'm thinking about potentially moving up that way. But again, the hard thing is that if I do that, it means I'm moving even farther away from my son. Granted, he's not going to be across country from me, but it certainly won't be an hour and a half, 2 hour drive to see me or for me to see him. It's going to be close to 5 hours or more drive. And so that's been sort of emotionally getting to me a bit, is the idea that here I'm thinking about moving away from my kid even farther. Yeah, so anyway, I don't know. I think that's pretty much about it. If anyone's interested or has questions, maybe I'll make another video if someone wants any updates or whatever. But I just felt like I wanted to just sort of share what's going on with me in my life. I have still been keeping busy. I've been still doing some woodworking. I've just been finishing up on a big shelving unit that was another one of those plans that Shanty to Chic has done a video on. And so I just finished that. I'm just staining the shelves, and obviously I can always share that. And I did do a cabinet that is now in my room. I had moved a table that I had made that looked like almost like a workbench type thing, and I just wasn't feeling it being in my room. So now I have a nice cabinet that I built that has double doors so I can put storage in it. But yeah, I mean, I've still been keeping busy with projects. I've been getting interested in doing some painting, so I'm hoping to do some, and not painting as far as painting rooms, but I mean painting as far as artistic painting, you know. I've been looking at tutorials of ladies that have done acrylic painting and watercolors, and so I've been thinking about doing that. But yeah, other than that, it's just me being busy with work, and when I have the time, trying to do some woodworking. Anyway, I won't babble on, but please like and subscribe if you like this video, or if you can relate. Even make a comment. I'd appreciate it, because sometimes you start to feel like you're alone and going through some of the things that you might go through in life, and it's always nice to know that someone can either relate or have some good positive things to say to make a situation feel a little bit better. So thank you very much, and I'll try and record a video as soon as I can. I hope to do a home tour soon. I've got some things I want to get cleaned up and situated in my home, but anyway, I'm not going to make any promises, but I'm going to do what I can. All right, well, thank you very much. Have a good rest of your day. Bye.